Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'm going to play the entirety of this video and then I'll go back and talk about things that are going on, to better explain what's going on, and talk about things that I think that were done right and or done wrong. So this video, there was not a press release video, to my knowledge, that was created. There was information that was released from the New Jersey's Office of Attorney General, and they released 911 calls and 2 redacted body camera recordings. And so they have it on their website, and each link you have to go into to get it, to each thing. And so it's not a nice press release video presentation. So you'll hear 2 separate 911 calls, and then you'll see 2 separate body cameras. Without further ado, here we go.
911, where's your emergency?
Hello. My 30-year-old having a.
Okay, where at?
Burns Road, Millville.
Burns Road?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what brought it on, or is this does he have a history of problems?
Yeah, kind of. He gets angry and it's like uncontrollable.
Okay.
And he doesn't really know why.
Does he need the police or an ambulance? Or do you need does he need an ambulance?
No one's hurt yet, but he won't calm down.
Okay. Does he need an ambulance to take him to
yeah.
facility?
Yes, guess.
Does he have any weapons?
No.
Has he threatened anyone with bodily harm or injured himself?
Well, a lot of shouting.
Okay. You said he's 30?
Yeah.
All right. What is your name?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're calling from?
Yeah, that's my cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have any other medical problems?
He's had in the past, but he hasn't had any in the last couple years.
Okay. All right. All right. Just try to stay away from him. Are other people arguing with him?
Yeah, my
Okay. Try to tell them to try to not argue with him. Give him some space.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Try to stay away from him.
I'll try that. Okay. So,
we have help dispatched there. Okay. If anything changes before they get there, call us right back.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
So that was 911 call A. Now we'll listen to 911 call B.
911, where's the emergency?
I just called a little while ago, a few minutes ago, about my son. I talked to an officer. He's having he said to call back if there is any change. He's outside now on the back deck, but he has a kitchen knife. And he's been very threatening, but no one in the house has been hurt yet.
Okay, what's the address, ma'am?
Burns Road.
Okay, stay on the line for me, okay?
Sure.
Mother, it's Cumberland. I had back on the line. She's at Burns Road. She's reporting that the gentleman who was having is now outside on the back deck with a kitchen knife.
Okay, ma'am, I do have an officer there, but I will let him know, okay?
Okay. John, did he leave in one of the cars?
He's
on the back deck.
Okay. I'll let the officers know, okay?
33's 5-1. That was correct.
I'm sorry, 3215, our subject's now going to be on the map yet. And he doesn't have a kitchen knife.
33, right around.
Holy shit. Here, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
All right. Listen, dude.
All right, what?
Drop the knife, bud.
Or you'll do what?
Drop the knife.
Or you'll do what?
Man, he's got a machete. He's coming at me. Drop the knife. Drop it.
Do what?
Drop the knife.
Or you'll do what?
Drop it now.
Or you'll do what?
Drop it.
Drop it.
Just drop
it.
it.
Do what?
You got the knife, he's advancing on us.
Put down the knife.
Put it down.
Why?
Put it down.
Down, bud. Why?
Just put it down. We can talk about this.
Come on.
Put it down. We can talk about it. Just put it down.
I don't want to talk.
Come on, man. Just
Put it down. Put it down.
You want what?
Just drop it.
Watch it. Your
Do you not know
truck.
what sentences are?
Just drop
Put
it.
it down.
What if I don't want to?
Drop the knife, bud. We can talk about
Afraid of
this.
you? I've been to Iraq, bitch.
All right, can you drop it?
No.
Drop it, man.
Drop it. Drop it.
Please drop it.
Just drop the knife, man.
Well, when I say please.
I don't want to shoot you.
You don't want to do
I don't want to shoot you.
Put it down, man.
Oh, what? I'm not black enough to be shot?
Put it down.
Please.
Put it down.
Come on, drop it, man.
Just drop the
Drop
knife.
the knife for us, bud.
Come on.
Drop it, buddy. Come on.
Drop the knife.
Drop it.
Ah! Oh! Oh!
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Shot fired.
Shit! That was stupid.
Oh. Stay down. Yeah. Stay down. Stay down.
Ooh, that was stupid.
Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand.
Put your hand behind your back.
Alright, set 89.
Set 89.
Help me roll him over. I'm gonna cop him. Yo, Dutch, help me roll over. Come on. Come on, man. Roll over. Come on, man. Roll over. Come on. What's going on? Come on. No, put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
It's not moving.
Put your hand behind your back.
Put it behind your back.
No, it's all over. Stay carry. He's still fighting a little bit. You okay, Tom?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, let me get my gloves on, check your first aid, roll him over.
No, he's up. Set 89.
89, fine.
One room to the dominant.
Run to the dominant.
You got gloves?
No. Yeah, I dropped one right here.
Here. Get out of the snow. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright.
Keep breathing.
You're alright. You're alright. You're gonna.
Keep breathing, man. Keep breathing, buddy. Okay, keep breathing.
Just keep breathing, bud. Get your light out. Get your light out.
Get on my shoulder. Come on, man. Keep breathing for me. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yo. Come on, look at me.
102 for 9.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Keep looking at him. What's your name? Come on, talk to me.
Yo.
Talk to me, buddy.
Talk to me. What's your name, buddy? What's your name?
Wound here.
What's your name?
Neil.
Neil? What is it?
Daniel.
Daniel? Alright, listen, Daniel. I'm gonna set you up, okay?
I kicked the knife over there.
Keep pressure on the wound.
I am. Just don't let anybody come past here.
Anybody got a cloth or something?
Grab,
I think it's a through and through.
keep looking at me, buddy. You alright? Come on.
We need.
Dutch, grab your gunshot pack out of the car.
Me.
Shot. You?
Me. I'm good.
Okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Where did it happen? Right up here a little bit.
Right here.
Okay. Don't say anything else?
Yep.
You can take them if you want. Tyler, just stand over there with Tyler. Oh, just hang with. There you go. Just hang with him.
Yeah, come on, man.
Do what?
Just drop it. He's got the knife. He's advancing on us. Just put down the knife, buddy.
Put it down.
Put it down. Just put it down, bud.
Why?
Just put it down. We can
drop it. Come on.
Put it down. We can talk about it. Just put it
What
down.
if I don't want to talk?
Come on, man. Just drop it, please.
Come on, what?
Please. Just drop it, man.
Do you not know what sentences are?
Just drop it, bud.
Down.
What if I don't
drop it? Come on.
Drop the knife, bud. We can talk about
afraid of you? I've been to Iraq, bitch!
All right, can you drop it?
No!
Drop it, man.
Drop it.
Please. Please drop it.
Just drop the knife.
Please, man.
What I say, please.
I don't want to shoot.
Please. We don't want to do this.
Why don't you?
Put it down, man.
Oh, what? I'm not black enough to be shot?
Put it down. Please.
Put it down.
Come on, drop it, man. Seriously.
Drop the knife.
Drop the knife for us, bud.
Come on.
Drop it, buddy. Come on.
Drop the knife.
Drop it.
Oh! Oh!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Shit! That was stupid. Oh!
Stay down! Stay down!
Stay down.
Ooh, that was stupid.
Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand.
Put your hand behind your back.
Help me roll him over. I'm gonna cuff him. Yo, Dutch, help me roll him over. Come on. Come on, man. Roll over. Get the cuff. Come on, man. Roll over. Come on. Roll over. What is going on? Come on. No. Put your hand behind your back, buddy. Put your hand behind your back.
Line is not moving.
Put your hand behind your back. Put it behind your back.
Am I gonna die?
No, let's get your hand so we can start taking care of it. He's still fighting a little bit. You okay, Tom?
Yeah. I'm good.
All right, let me get my gloves on. Check the first aid. Roll him over. One wound to the abdomen.
You got gloves? Oh, no. There's one right here.
Yeah, I dropped one right here. There's another one. Come on, man.
Be all right.
Keep breathing, buddy.
Gonna be alright.
Keep breathing.
You're alright. You're alright. You're gonna. Keep breathing, man.
Keep breathing, buddy.
Okay, keep breathing. Keep breathing, bud. Get your light out. Get your light out.
Get on my shoulder.
Come on, man. Keep breathing for me. Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy. Yo. Come on, look at me.
1025.
Come on, man.
I'm out on right now.
Come on, man. Keep looking at him. What's your name? Oh, talk to me.
Yo, come on,
Talk to me, buddy.
Talk to me. What's your name, bud?
You got
What's your name?
Wound here.
What's your name? Neil? What is it?
Daniel.
Daniel? Alright, let's
Stand there. Okay.
I'm gonna set you up, okay?
I kicked the knife over there.
Keep pressure on the wound.
I am.
So anybody come past here?
Anybody got a something? Rib, I think it's a through and through.
Daniel, keep looking at me, buddy. You alright? Come on. You're good.
Grab your gunshot pack out of the car.
I'm okay.
Fine.
Yeah, I don't want Where did it happen?
Right up here a little bit.
Somebody help.
Let's say anything
Somebody
else?
help. Somebody help.
You can take them if you want.
Tyler,
Help. Somebody help.
you came over here with the...
Somebody help.
Come on, Daniel. Keep breathing for me, buddy. Keep breathing, bud. Look at me. Come on. Come on. Keep talking to me, bud. Keep talking to me. You good? Come on.
I need you to come out here if you can. I'm going to start making phone calls.
Sorry, should you get anything else besides keep pressure on it?
Yeah, just... Is it just one shot?
One shot to the head.
Where's it at?
Hey, Tim. Tim, don't even say nothing right now, bud.
Don't talk. It's fine. I'm not worried. Where's the gun pack in there?
Huh? Where's the what?
The driveway all over here.
What are you talking about?
Was it on the seat?
What was it?
It's attached to the seat.
What? Oh, the med pack? I don't know if I have one. Go look. Give me something.
There's none in 33.
I'm just holding pressure with my bare hands right now.
Hold on. I might have a cloth or something.
Daniel, still with me, bud? Yeah, here you are.
Me, bro. You're gonna be okay, okay? You got medical responders coming out to talk to you, and they're gonna help you out, okay? But right now, you can continue to talk to us, all right, bud?
You talking to me, bud?
It's okay, bro.
How old are you, bud?
30.
You're 30?
33.
33.
All right.
34. Yeah.
Okay, listen, we got help on the way, all right, bud?
I got blood on me.
All right.
Yeah, I got blood on me. If Tim wasn't out about him. 33, right? What do you like to do, bud?
89's on scene.
Get out of the way.
Come on, we're gonna get you up, all right? Come on, listen. Dan,
come on.
Daniel. Yeah,
right here, buddy.
Who's that?
Yeah, they're gonna...
Oh, okay.
This is the scene.
Yeah, I got you.
Is he shot?
Yeah.
Yep. One to the gut. One to the gut.
Daniel.
Is he conscious?
Yeah, he's conscious. Come on, Daniel, stay up, buddy.
In the gut. County 631 has ALS for a gunshot. Right, you got that.
Yeah, one to the gunshot to keep him pressure on it the whole time.
Okay.
His name's Daniel. He's 33. That's all I know.
Somebody help.
All right. Hey, Daniel.
Stay awake, Daniel.
Yeah.
631. Can you add ALS for a gunshot?
Somebody else. I'm getting cold.
Okay, bud. Just keep talking to me, all right?
Okay.
What do you got in there? Anything? Huh? Is there anything in there? Stay still, Dan.
Can you use the truck radio?
And then would have gotten in water.
Stay up for me. Keep talking to me, all right?
That was stupid.
You want to do this or no?
Now, come on, bud. You got to stay with us.
Somebody help.
We're helping, man. That's what we're here to do.
Could you lift me up and put in one of the cars? Please. Somebody. Please.
Give us a minute. We'll get you up, all right?
631, did you copy to fly the helicopter as well?
This is going to be expensive.
Don't worry about nothing, man. Just keep talking to us. What do you like to do for fun? Huh?
I got the money to do anything.
Do you like to do anything inside your house?
Yeah.
Ready? Let me know when to move. Good?
Yep.
All right, let's get into this. So we'll go to the very beginning here. And the 911 call states that the dude has a temper problem and he's going off and he's got a knife. Officer arrives to the house, verifies the address. Now, he's there by himself. Now, he has another backing unit coming there, but he's by himself. In a call like this, I think it's best to wait and have that second person there. That way, it's a force multiplier at that point. 2 is better than 1. From the radio call and everything, it sounded like, you know, the guy was just having a temper tantrum going off. He hasn't harmed anyone yet or anything. There's no need for one officer to start rushing in there all by himself. I think it would have been best if he would have hung out at the end of the road as soon as he got on scene and waited for that second unit to get there. That way they both could have got out at the same time and be there to deal with this guy. And then they could also go ahead and come up with a plan. Like, hey, we come deal with this guy. He starts getting stupid. You'll be the taser guy, whatever. You know, try to game plan it, have a plan in place. And at this point, you know, if they would have done that and he would have waited a little bit longer, they would have heard the radio call, the dispatcher coming back saying that this guy was on the back deck with a knife. And they could have really game planned it then. And for one, if they hadn't already started to make that approach yet, I think they probably would have still been in their vehicles or near their vehicles if he waited. One of them could have went ahead and got a long gun out of the car and put that into play. And then, or if they carry less lethals in the vehicle, like 12-gauge beanbag or, you know, 40-millimeter launcher, pepper ball gun, whatever, they could have went ahead and got that out as well and put one of those things into play. Or the other person who was not going to be on a long gun could have been designated as the person to be the taser guy. But that didn't happen, and this officer gets here first, and he starts to make the approach.
Holy shit. Here, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy!
Buddy? I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. He's not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy.
So this officer missed out on a great opportunity to reply back with a great South Park reference. So the dude's standing there with his knife in his hand, and he's got an ice pick style grip on this knife, and he's just standing there looking like a crazy Michael Myers.
All right, listen.
All right, what?
Drop the knife.
He's of course acting aggressive and hostile. Aside from just standing there, you know, some people say, "Oh, he's just standing there. He's not doing anything." But his tone of voice, his mannerisms, body language, he is aggressive and hostile.
Or you'll do what?
Drop the knife.
Or you'll do what?
Nah, he's got a machete. He's coming at me. Drop the knife. Drop.
He doesn't even get his gun out immediately.
It.
Do what?
Drop the knife.
Or you'll do what?
This transition is atrocious looking to me.
Drop the knife. Drop it.
Do what?
Drop the knife.
Or you'll do what?
Drop.
So he appears to
what?
drop his gun.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop it.
Do what?
Drop the knife.
Activates a weapon-mounted light on the gun.
Knife.
Or you'll do what?
And then still retains his handheld light and gets a crappy, I'm not even call this a two-handed grip because it's not really a two-handed grip. It's a crappy attempt at a two-handed grip.
Drop it now.
What he should have done is there's enough ambient light there. He can see enough what's going on. He's already positively identified this dude has a freaking knife in his hand. He could have either A, put that handheld light back in his pouch, or he B, just drop it because he doesn't need it anymore. He's going to go to his gun that has a weapon-mounted light. He should have drawn his gun, ditched the light, either putting it back in his pouch or just dropping it completely, and then getting that weapon-mounted light turned on and get a good, solid two-handed grip on this gun. He is also backing up in snow and ice. Not the best environment to be walking backwards in.
You'll do what?
Drop it.
Drop it.
Just drop it.
Do what?
You got the 90s advance on us.
Of course, he backed into a tree here, which you'll see that in the second video from the other officer. You'll see him. He just hits into this tree. Luckily, you know, he didn't hit something over here and lose his balance and go back on his back.
Put down the knife, bud.
Put it down.
Why?
Put it down.
Down, bud.
Why?
Just put it down. We can talk about this.
Come on.
Put it down. We can talk about it. Just put it
I
down.
don't want to talk.
Come on, man. Just
Put it down.
please.
Put it down.
On what?
Just drop it.
Watch it.
Do
Your
you not know
truck.
what sentences are?
Just drop
Put
it.
it down.
What if I don't want to?
Drop the.
So at this point, he's still advancing on them with the knife. He's still a deadly threat, but he's not making any fast charging motions at them. I think this would have been a good opportunity for one of them to go to a taser and get a taser in play. Or, you know, depending on what the wind and everything is like, one of them could have got their OC out and put a stream of OC in this guy's face. Taser, I think, would have been the more effective option. He's wearing pajama pants and a very light shirt. So I think that NMI at this distance would have definitely been achieved. And the guy would have walked up and went down the ground, and they could have avoided having to use deadly physical force on this guy.
Knife, bud. We can talk about
Hey,
this.
you? I've been to Iraq, bitch.
All right, can you drop it?
No.
Drop it, man.
Drop it. Drop it.
Please drop it.
Just drop the knife, man.
Look when I say please.
I don't want to shoot you.
You don't want to do
I don't want to shoot you.
Put it down, man.
Oh, what? I'm not black enough to be shot?
Put it down.
Please.
Put it down.
Come on, drop it, man.
Just drop the
Drop
knife.
the knife for us, bud.
Come on.
Drop it, buddy. Come on.
Drop the knife.
Drop it.
Ah! Oh! Oh!
Shots fired.
So, very close distance, he fires, and he doesn't even get a center mass hit. Why? Because he does not have a good two-handed grip on this gun. He's got a flashlight still in his hand. He's got this kind of janky-ass, kind of half-ass attempt at a two-handed grip going on. It's not working, and that contributed to an inaccurate hit. Now, of course, you know, the round hit the guy, and the guy has ended up dying from it. But still, at that short distance, I mean, there's no reason for such a horrible shot placement for that. Like, that's unacceptable in my opinion. I mean, he should have had a great center mass hit to roughly about where his heart would be. No need for such a low hit like that. And it's not just the grip that contributed to it. Trigger control on there. I'm pretty sure he slapped that trigger on there. We can go back there and look at it again. Let's see here.
Ah!
Drop it.
Ah! Oh!
Drop it.
So he just does a very quick upwards motion and pulls the trigger. So I would say this was almost a point shoot kind of thing, It looked like he had the gun down in a more, I wouldn't say a low ready, it was more of a high ready.
Hey, buddy, come on.
Drop the knife.
Drop it. Drop it, buddy, come on.
Drop the knife.
Drop it.
So, not very good shot placement on this. This close a distance, he should have been able to get that one round square center in the chest between the imaginary line of the nipples, and get a heart shot in there. He fires one round. One round is all he ends up having to fire. He gets the desired result out of this. The guy has now become mentally incapacitated at this point. He's not. he ends up becoming a little bit more physically incapacitated. But at this point, I would say he's more mentally incapacitated because he's still able to roll around. He's able to right himself up into a seated position and talk and move his arms. If he was fully committed to a fight, he would have the physical ability at this very beginning stage to be able to continue fighting if he wanted to. So he did not physically incapacitate him, but he did mentally incapacitate him. After this dude got shot, he wanted no more of that.
Oh! Oh! Shots fired! Shots
fired! Shots fired!
Shit! That was stupid!
Oh.
Yeah, it was really stupid.
Oh!
Stay down! Yeah. Stay down! Stay down!
Ooh, that was stupid.
Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand. Put your hand behind your back.
So at this point, I think he is starting to become a little bit more physically incapacitated.
I said 89.
I said 89.
I'll be rolling over. I'm gonna cuff him. Yeah, Dutch, I'll be rolling over. Come on. Come on, man. Roll over. Come on, man. Roll over. Come on. What's going on? Come on. Look, put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
It's not moving.
Put your hand behind your back. Put it behind your back. Now it's all over. Stay carry. He's still fighting a little bit. You okay, Tom? Yeah. I'm good. Alright, let me get my gloves on. Check it first aid. Roll them over.
Sorry, he's up. 89. 89, Mike.
One room to the down there.
You got gloves?
No. Yeah, drop one right there.
Here.
Get out of the snow.
You're gonna be alright.
Keep breathing.
Just keep breathing. Get your light out. Get your light out. Oh, talk to me, buddy. Talk to me.
Put him, would you?
Point out.
Come on, man.
So he's got gloves, and he's getting them on, which you can't see very well because of the blur oval here.
Come on, man. Keep looking at him. What's your name? Come on, man. Come on, man.
But he appears to be able to get these gloves on in a somewhat timely fashion. They don't appear to be too tight on him.
Keep looking at him. What's your name? Come on, talk to me.
Yo, talk to me, buddy. Talk to me. What's your name, buddy? We'll set you up.
Anybody come past here?
Anybody?
Keep looking at me, buddy. You alright? Come on. We need Dutch.
Now, in comparison to this other guy, his gloves, and I'll show his gloves here in a second. This other guy, his gloves are not big enough. They're too tight. He takes forever to get them on.
Grab your gunshot pack out of the car. Shot.
Man. I'm good.
Okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Where did it happen? Right up here a little bit.
Right here.
Okay. Don't say anything else?
Yep.
Here, you take him. Tyler. Just stand over there with Tyler. Oh.
So he tells him not to say anything else, and he has him go with another officer over here. So the reason why he's doing that is because this officer still has constitutional rights. He doesn't need to be answering questions without an attorney present. So he's going off to the side, and he's not to be talking about this to anyone else. The only time he needs to start answering questions is when he's represented. And this is a pretty common thing after a shooting. The good guys, even when they defend themselves against a violent attacker, they still have rights too, and you don't, here in the U.S., our Fifth Amendment right, the right not to self-incriminate. So even though this video, excuse me, even though this video shows there was absolutely nothing wrong done, they defended themselves against this guy. This guy was coming at him with a knife. He refused all commands to drop that knife. he was forced to have to use deadly physical force to protect himself. He was in fear for his life. This video clearly shows that. However, he is also under the influence of a drug called adrenaline after a deadly force encounter. And if you've ever been in a fight before, you've ever been in a car wreck, you've ever, during Halloween, someone come around the corner and just scare the living shit out of you, you came across a wild dog that came around the corner barking about, bit your ass off, or you came across a snake on a walk or something like that, anything that has put you in that fight, flight, freeze response, then you're going to understand what I'm talking about. Your adrenaline just starts pumping crazy, and you start feeling other things going on. Well, when you have been under a high adrenaline dump, and when the fight or flight kicks in, your forebrain starts to diminish a little bit, and your midbrain starts to take over more. So under those circumstances, you might say something that is not normal for you to say, or you might say something that you should not say in that moment, because it looks bad. And that's basically what, the good guys are having to do, is protect themselves against these blood-sucking attorneys who are looking for the fucking ghetto lottery for the person who attacked the police, and trying to get some type of settlement for the family and their self. Actually, I should reword that. They're trying to get a settlement for their self, and then the family get a little chunk out of it, because that's what these attorneys do. They bank on these kind of things where they can go sue the city, the county, state, whatever, and knowing that, they're probably going to want to try and reach a settlement versus go to trial or whatever, and it's going to be, $1 million, some change or whatever. The attorney's going to be able to keep their fees, and the family gets the rest. So when it comes to stuff like this, even though the video completely 100% exonerates the officer, they're still having to do little things here and there to protect themselves and their employer secondarily from being able to basically keep these blood-sucking attorneys from seeing and hearing these little things, and then trying to use it against them in some type of suit or something like that. So, if this officer had asked them, "Hey man, what happened?" We came around this corner and, this happened, and, and then continued to press and ask them questions. Yeah, and I shot the motherfucker. Well, that doesn't sound the greatest, right? Or, he could say something in a different way that sounds bad. And then the other thing, too, is your memory's a little bit garbage right after a deadly force encounter, because you start to see people experience things like auditory exclusion. They have time distortion, memory lapse. And after about a 24-hour period of time, after they've been able to calm down, get their adrenaline levels down, and process it, they can remember more and piece things together better after a period of time, versus trying to give a story right then and there about what happened. And again, unless you've ever experienced an adrenaline dump and try to recount a story of what's going on, then this is like trying to explain, this would probably be like an astronaut trying to explain to other people what it's like to be in space. like you can kind of explain it, but the rest of us have no clue what it's like being in space. Only an astronaut knows what that feels like. And as smart as they are, and all the doctorates and the degrees they have behind their name, there's no amount of words that they would be able to use to describe exactly what it's like to be floating in space. Or, I guess falling in space would rather really be the term to use. So yeah, again, like I said, unless you experience adrenaline dump and something similar to this, then trying to explain it to you, you're just probably not going to get it. Let's jump to the second video. So he immediately hears the yelling and knows something's going on.
Are you gonna do what?
Yeah, come on, man.
Do what?
Just drop it.
So this would have been a perfect opportunity for him to be able to get his taser out, as I mentioned way earlier.
He's got the knife. He's advancing on us. Just put down the knife, buddy.
Put it down.
Put it down. Just put it down, bud.
Why?
Just put it down. We can
drop it. Come on.
Put it down. We can talk about it. Just put it down.
What if I don't want to talk?
Come on, man. Just drop it, please.
Come on, what?
Please. Just drop it, man.
Do you not know what sentences are?
Just drop it, bud.
Down.
What if I don't
drop it? Come on.
Drop the knife, bud. We can talk about it.
Afraid of you?
So again, like I said, a missed opportunity to be able to use a taser. So we'll skip to the shooting part.
Drop the knife.
Drop it.
Oh!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Shit! That was stupid.
Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand.
Put your hand behind your back.
Come on. This hand. He's still fighting a little bit. You okay, Tim?
Yeah. We go.
One room to the dominant. You got gloves?
Oh, no.
There's one over here. Yeah, I dropped one right here. There's another one here. Come on, man.
Be all right.
Keep breathing, buddy.
Gonna be alright.
So this dude is driving the struggle bus with trying to put these gloves on.
Keep breathing.
You're right. You're right. You're gonna.
Keep breathing, man.
Keep breathing, buddy.
Okay, keep breathing.
Keep breathing, bud. Get your light out. Get your light out.
Get on my shoulder.
Come on, man. Keep breathing for me. Come on, buddy.
And so he doesn't even get this thing on fully all the way. He just kind of, in my opinion, gets frustrated with it and says it's kind of okay with the way it is, and then goes hands-on with the guy. This is why you need to carry appropriately sized gloves. You don't want skin-tight gloves on. You want a glove that's not too big, but just big enough to where you can slide it on easily. Because once you get blood on these things, you want it to be able to slide off easily. If not, then, of course, you're going to be most likely contaminating yourself with blood that's on the gloves. So you need to be able to have a glove that you can easily don and doff. And, you know, if you don't have a uniform store or something like that in town, to be able to go maybe try some different sizes on to get an idea which box you need, then, you know, your fire department or EMS there, even going to the hospital, you know, you can figure out what size gloves you're going to need. Try some on, like, okay, you know, mediums, they fit, they're kind of tight, they take a while to get on, then you know you're going to need larges. You know, that's a good way to find out. You can also order these things and find out that way. Of course, you know, if you order a box that's way too big from maybe Galls or something, you probably won't be able to send it back. But someone there at the agency is going to be able to take this thing, and you know, you can sell them the box or something like that. But you want to figure out, you know, what size gloves you need and keep those on you. instead of having ill-fitting gloves, because it just takes too long to get them on, and then when you do get bodily fluids on them, it's going to be that much tougher to get them off. You know, imagine a glove that was tight and hard to get on. Now imagine it's slippery with blood and trying to get it off. Like it's going to be very difficult to get that glove off.
Come on, buddy. Yo, come on, look at me.
102,
Come on, man.
I'm having pressure now.
So he's applying pressure to him, and he's kind of in a hunched over position. I'm tall, so, you know, being 6'7", it is hard for me to be in a bent over, hunched over position for a long period of time, because I start feeling it in my back and it starts hurting like hell. So him trying to hold pressure on this guy, even when you're a shorter person, it's still an uncomfortable position, and it's hard to maintain that good position for a while. This guy has already lost a house shoe when he got shot. When he doubled over, one of his house shoes came off. He still has another one on. There's nothing that says you can't take that person's shoe or something and use it as like a little knee pad to be able to kneel there right next to them. You know, I don't have the best knees anymore. Me trying to kneel on concrete, asphalt, it's not, I mean, I can do it for a short period of time, but I'm not going to be able to last very long. It's going to be, it gets painful to me to the point where I'm not able to stay down on the ground as long unless I have something for, you know, my knee. Of course, you know, you can have the uniform pants with the knee pads built into them. Yes, that's nice, but it's kind of a hassle taking those little pads out, washing the clothes, and then, you know, putting them back in there. And then, you know, way back in the day, you know, when 511 was selling their 511 pants, and they had little neoprene knee inserts to put in them. You know, I tried that for a while, and I just remember like lots of sweat build up behind that little pad, so it can be kind of uncomfortable to wear in a lot of cases. It's just not that comfortable, and then plus it also makes a very distinct print through the knee area, so it's kind of obvious to everyone that you got the knee pads on. It just kind of makes the pants look a little weird. So what I've done before in the past is when, you know, I got somebody on the ground and we'll be down there for a long period of time, I've taken a person's footwear before and took it and used it as sort of a knee pad. Just set it right there beside them, and I planted my knee right there inside of it, and they will stay there right beside them for a long period of time, a lot longer than what I would have if I didn't have something to pad my knee there on that hard surface. So, you know, you can improvise if you need to make things more comfortable for you and allow you to stay down for a longer period of time before you start getting, I don't want to say fatigued, but I guess that's the only word I can think of right now. Allow you to stay down a little bit longer before you start getting fatigued and you can't do it anymore.
You're going to be okay, okay? You got medical responders coming out to talk to you, and they're going to help you out, okay? Right now, you can continue to talk to us, all right, bud?
You talking to me, bud?
It's okay, bro.
How old are you, bud?
30.
You're 30?
33.
33.
All right.
34.
Okay, listen, we got help on the way, all right, bud?
I got blood on me.
All right.
Yeah, I got blood on me. If Tim wasn't, I was about to. 33, right? What do you like to do, bud?
89's on scene.
Get out of the way.
Come on, we're going to get you up, all right? Come on, listen. Dan,
come on.
Daniel. Yeah,
right here, buddy.
Who's that?
Yeah, they're going to...
Oh, okay.
So they haven't done a whole lot for him medically, and honestly, I don't think there's much they could have done for him anyway. I think that bullet did some some damage that they can't get to and take care of. You know, they could have, you know, put some gauze right there in the hole and, you know, put a bandage over top of the wound. And, but I mean, you never know. One, you never know what bullets do once they go inside. But I mean, once, you know, and you can only treat the injuries externally. There's not a whole lot for a lot of things on the internal side that you can do to save a person. And I mean, they're going to have to be in a hospital room in order to get any kind of good treatment. And although they didn't provide the autopsy information from this case, you know, he could have received such a wound that even if he had been in a trauma room, there's nothing they could have done. There's nothing that they could have done for him.
Yeah, I got you.
But the worrisome part is because they didn't do any medical stuff. You know, if his family wants to sue, the attorneys get a hold of it. You know, that's something they can say is like, oh, well, all you did was put pressure on there. Why didn't you put a bandage on there? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And unfortunately, you know, that kind of stuff can hold up in a court. When, you know, they show that by policy, you know, you've been trained to this curriculum from, you know, American Heart or Red Cross, whatever, you know, you've been trained to this, you know, that says you're supposed to do this, but you didn't do this, blah, blah, blah. So something as simple as, you know, applying a bandage to a person, even though EMS is right down the road and you waiting, that could be a negative thing later on down the road in the civil side of things. But I don't think that any amount of medical care that they were going to be able to provide to him on the side of the road right there was going to make any difference anyway. I think this guy was going to die anyway. But it certainly looked better on camera if you're doing stuff for the person.
Is he shot?
Yeah.
Yep.
One to the gut.
One to the gut.
Daniel.
Is he conscious?
Yeah, he's conscious. Come on, Daniel, stay up, buddy.
In the gut.
County 631 had ALS for a gunshot.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, one to the gunshot to keep him pressure on it.
So you can hear someone in the background talk about ALS, or it sound like they were requesting ALS. ALS in medical field means advanced life support, so it almost sounds like maybe just a BLS truck or a basic life support truck has responded to this. And that's kind of a common thing in some areas. Instead of putting, you know, a basic and an advanced person in the vehicle, sometimes because there's less advanced, you know, less paramedics to go around, sometimes they'll put two basic life support people or just two regular EMTs in a truck, and they go deal with things, and then you got an advanced person who can follow on in another vehicle, or if they got enough staffing, they can do the classic basic and paramedic combination. But based off, you know, what they were saying in the radio, it sounded almost like probably what's going on is there's a BLS truck, and they're wanting someone with more advanced training to get there.
Hold on.
Okay.
His name's Daniel. He's 33. That's all I know.
All right. Hey, Daniel.
Stay awake, Daniel.
Yeah. 631. Can you add ALS for a gunshot? Somebody else. I'm getting cold.
Okay, bud. Just keep talking to me, all right?
Okay.
What do you got in there? Anything? Huh? Is there anything in there? Stay still, Dad.
Can you use the truck radio?
So it seems like an officer has finally brought over a med kit.
And then what got me in water?
Stay up for me. Keep talking to me, all right?
That was stupid.
Want to do this or no? Now, come on, bud. You got to stay with us.
Somebody help.
We're helping, man. That's what we're here to do.
So when I talk about medical gear, medical gear, in my opinion, comes in two forms: first line gear and second line gear. First line gear is the stuff that you keep on you, and that is stuff that should primarily be used for you, your teammates, or your family. It's enough basic stuff to get you through. And then your second line gear or your supplemental gear is the stuff that you can keep in your car that you can use to supplement what you've already used that's on your person. And or it can be a standalone to be able to use on other people. Now, I don't know if any of them have medical gear on them or not. They haven't used anything other than gloves, so that's a possibility that they don't have any medical gear on them, or they could have medical gear on them and just what they have they're not able to use. They could have, at bare minimum, a tourniquet on their belt or on their vest, and obviously, you know, that style tourniquet that they would have, they're not able to wrap around the abdomen and utilize it. So that could be the extent of what they have, and it's just not applicable in this moment. They could have medical gear on them, and they could also be running off the mindset that this medical gear on my ankle is for me and me only, or is for my teammate. And I have no problem with someone sticking with that mindset, because what if the fight continues? What if a family member comes out and is pissed off that you shot their loved one, and then they start fighting you? Well, that med kit that is solely reserved for you or a teammate, what if you use that on this person, then family comes out and shoots one of you? What do you want to do? Take that blood-soaked stuff off this dude and try to use it on yourself? No, that's not going to happen. So, first line gear, I strongly advocate that it is for you, your teammates, or your family. Everyone else can wait for supplemental gear to get to them, because the fight's not over. It may appear right now that this guy's out of the fight, but that doesn't mean his family's not out of the fight. They could come out and start fighting any moment. So supplemental gear is what you want to be able to use on other people. And that supplemental gear can be, you know, just a regular IFAC pouch. It could be just an actual trauma bag, but something to just be able to supplement the gear that you've used on yourself or your buddies, and then to be able to use on just other people. Having the gear is just one part of the problem. The other thing you need is the knowledge on how to use that medical gear. So getting someone with your agency or company who is trained and experienced in teaching medical care is important. And I wouldn't necessarily 100% rely on someone who is just only CPR, AED, first aid instructor certified, and that's their only medical background and experience whatsoever, because anyone can become a freaking CPR instructor. All you have to do is just go through a class with American Heart or Red Cross and have no prerequisites for anything medical. Like, you could literally, the only thing you've ever done in life was work the cash register at Walmart, and you can go to Red Cross and take an instructor class and become an instructor within 2 days, 3 days, I think. It's not very long at all. It's only like 2 or 3 days long that you take this class, and you can now go out and teach the general public how to perform CPR, how to use an AED, and how to provide first aid. That's kind of scary, but it happens. Lots and lots of people are out there who are CPR, AED, first aid instructors, have absolutely no experience whatsoever at all with medical care, but yet they're giving medical advice to people. So I wouldn't necessarily 100% count on a person like that. I would want to find someone who has that credentialing, but also has the experience in pre-hospital care, someone who's been an EMT, You know, someone in the military who's a combat lifesaver or a medic, something like that. That's who you want getting your guys trained up on being able to treat gunshot wounds a little bit more effectively. What if it was an officer laying on the ground here? You know, they're having to scramble to find the gear, and they don't seem like they're 100% confident on what needs to be utilized, what needs to be used on this guy. What if it was an officer? What if it was one of their fellow teammates? Like, you don't want to be in that moment where you're like, oh shit, what do I do for Bob? What do I do for Bob? Oh fuck, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then Bob dies. Because then, one, Bob's dead when he could have survived that wound. And then B, you're just going to be tormented for the rest of your life, thinking what you could have done better, and putting that survivor's guilt on you and thinking, oh shit, I'm the reason why Bob died. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So you got to have your medical gear, and you got to have the knowledge on how to use it. I believe that in this profession, and if you carry a gun for a living, whether you're an armed professional or you're just an armed citizen, if you're going to carry the tools to induce trauma, then you need to carry the tools to reduce trauma. You need to be well-rounded.
Did you look me up and put in one of the...
What do you like to do for fun?
Huh? I ain't got the money to do anything.
Do you like to do anything inside your house? Yeah. Ready? Let me know when to move. Good? Yep.
All right, so not much else to say about this video. It's a pretty clear suicide by police kind of incident. You know, this guy, he makes a remark that he's been overseas in a possible military capacity, has some type of mental health problem going on. It sucks, but it is a suicide by police kind of incident, and he did present a deadly physical weapon towards those officers and came at them with that deadly physical weapon. And he left them with absolutely no choice but to have to use deadly physical force against them to protect themselves. You just can't blindly and blanketly assume that, you know, someone who's just sort of nonchalantly walking towards you with a knife in their hand, yelling at you, is just wanting you to shoot them. And if they ever get close to you, they're not really going to hurt you. They're just, you know, their only intention is to get you to shoot them. You have to assume that they are capable of stabbing you to force you to shoot them. And that's a real possibility. They could very, very easily say, hey, you know what, this walking towards them and yelling shit ain't working. They're not shooting me. What do I need to do to get them to shoot me? Oh, maybe I need to stab one of them. So if that happens, what if they get a lucky stab? What if they get one good swing and they don't even intend to really hurt you or kill you? They just want to swing the knife at you. And what if they get one lucky hit and they hit your carotid? What then? Well, you're probably going to bleed to death on the side of the road. So it sucks that these incidents occur. You know, I wish these people would go down to their local trap house and instigate the thugs down there to shoot them, do a suicide by thug instead of doing a suicide by police. But it happens, and these officers are not at fault. They did not violate this guy's rights in any way. They were forced to have to do that. Now, like I said way earlier, I do think that taser could have been utilized, could have been put into play, but taser's not always 100%. There is a failure rate with taser. The probes could have got too close. Hell, the damn cartridge might not have been fired. The taser itself could have malfunctioned. So, although I say, you know, one of them could have tried to get a taser into play, it's not like that would have been the determining factor in this becoming a non-deadly event. That taser still could have failed, and they still may have been forced to have to use deadly physical force. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday Quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.